Yeah, we ain't doing that. Alright. Alright, crap. I hit the right button. Okay. I hit the shutdown button. Changed my mind. Forgot to turn off the shutdown sequence. So, I think we've got this solved, though. Yeah, I don't see any issues. So, somebody sees something, let me know. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna add more to this later, but we're gonna. Wait, why are you doing that? Oh, there's your points always. Curve's always the curve. Hmm. I'm gonna have to learn Quaternion. No, we're not gonna do that. At least not on stream. So opacity is always going to be from 0 to 1. So it can just be a Bezier curve from the outset. That's kind of what I'm thinking for most of these. Scale is the same thing. It could just be 3 Beziers. Thanks for the follow. Still needs work. Very apropos name for what I'm doing. And I apologize. There is a 10-minute delay. Actually, you know what? There's not a 10-minute delay in chat right now. There usually is. I need to add it back. How's it going? Usually there's a 10-minute delay. I've had a lot of bots lately. I took it off last night when I got raided. So right now we are building a particle engine for a web game. And I am spending too much time playing with the dataset. Or the configuration. Going pretty good so far. I streamed yesterday. I don't usually stream on the weekends. But I decided to yesterday. And it went well. But then I had an early morning. So late night and early morning. So I'm a little... But so far it's going well. So I'm making this game called Immortalia. It is a roguelite. It's a deck building roguelite that's teaching you Japanese. And so it is almost complete to the point where people can play it end to end. You know, it doesn't have the story in there. It doesn't have all the finished artwork, but it's well, there you go. And so my idea is not to replace Duolingo, and also congrats. It's not to replace Duolingo or Anki or Memrise or any of the tools that people should learn. I call those primary sources. You should have a primary source, just because you can't replace everything with a video game. You can't replace everything with fun. At some point, you got to buckle down and do the thing. However, there is a lot of time in between doing the thing, such as learning a language, where you need to brush up on stuff. If you only ever sit there and do your homework, you're not going to get very far. Right, flashcards, exactly, Anki and whatnot. If you only ever do that, the information does not ever leave the context of the flashcard. That's why you can sit there and spend hours and hours and get every flashcard right. And then you turn to the person who speaks Japanese and you have nothing. Because your brain is now no longer in the flashcard. And you understand this, right? It's not in the flashcard context. And so, shaboom. The idea is this. We take the context away from the learning. And so there's a couple things wrapped up in this. So, everybody's played educational games, right? It's 80% education, 20% game. And that much education poisons both the game and then the education. And so what I've worked on is an 80% game, 20% education. The game itself is playable and I believe fun without the education. You'll play this game, you'll build your deck, you'll contrive a loadout to do some sort of angle, just like you do in a roguelite, just like you do in a deck builder, right? You're building up a particular play style. And there's education slid into that so that you have to be better at the language or whatever you're learning. It's going to teach words. I subscribe to the idea that you shouldn't teach kanji directly. It's going to teach you kanji via the words and the vocabulary. Learning kanji in and of itself, unless you're trying to learn how to write it, is usually more confusing than not. So if you learn the kanji and then learn the words separately, you get confused by it. It's going to teach hiragana, katakana. Right now, this is an alpha product, right? It's about to go to the next stage, but it's an alpha product. So at the moment, there's 2 flashcard sets, hiragana, katakana. But I do have on the docket for later, you've got your N5, your N4, your graduation into more and more complex stuff. Not yet, no. And this is actually a website. So you can go to, actually here, you can play this today if you wanted to. So I went the route where I didn't want there to be any barriers for players. So it's a website, and also because I'm a web developer, that's my wheelhouse. I have made it as a website. This was supposed to be a resume piece, like not a resume, but like a portfolio thing. It's gone way out of hand. But you can go and start playing today. Hit the start button. No account required. Just go in, go on. But eventually, I will make, I'll fire up Unity or whatnot, and then make a steamable version of this game. For now, I'm making sure that I'm covering my bases, and instead of fighting with Unity, which I don't use every day, I've built it as a browser game. No install, small images, that kind of stuff, low quality sound. Just trying to get it as small as possible because you can get in there and play it on your cell phone, and then off you go. But that being said, there's things I got to get done. So it will do vocabulary, and then it'll do things like close flashcards, where it takes out pieces of the sentence, and then conjugation stuff. And I'll definitely build out all of that stuff. For now, I'm making sure the game is actually fun and playable. No, a newer one, Evergreen, your top 5. It should work in Safari. It should work in Chrome. I develop in Chrome like browsers. It should work in Firefox. I haven't tested as much in Firefox lately, but I test on my phone all the time. Doesn't mean stuff doesn't break. Safari is super finicky, and the iOS version is extra finicky. But no, you should not have to. I try and make sure that it's not using any advanced stuff. It's just a website with fancy buttons, and they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy, and so. But the last time I played it, which was like yesterday, it should be fine. Doesn't mean it actually is. Just means I didn't encounter anything when I played it. So, but and if you see something, if you play it and you see some issues in Safari, just let me know. You can just contact me. There's Discord. Go to Twitch. Go to Twitter. Do something. If you see something, say something. But also in game, there is a report option. If it's not something that just breaks the game. So I've tried to get all of that stuff done before I launch the game. And hey, there you go. Technically speaking, this laptop is Apple, but it's a work laptop, so I've pretty much removed myself from the Apple ecosystem as well. Yeah, so far it looks like you can play it on your phone. So, but if you see it doesn't work on something, just let me know. I'm not using cutting edge stuff when I make it, other than some CSS stuff. But I tried to make sure that all browsers support it for over a year. So unless you've just got an ancient browser, it should be fine. But other than that, it's there to play, there to test, and I'm trying to just juice it up, right? Like it's working, but it don't have the good stuff like particle effects and sound effects when you hit the guy. So I'm working on that kind of stuff now. Now that I believe the server's running, the front end's running, I'm just getting it to be juicier. That or no? What I want to do. You know what? So, I'm over engineering this sucker for sure. So let's keep it like that. I may undo everything I just did. I may leave it as individual, yeah. Because then I can do individual curves on all of those points. It's just a lot of data in the object, but that's fine. And that's fine. Okay, so I'm not for now. I'm not going to allow this part. We're just going to remove that. And I'm not going to do color because it's an image. We'll leave that alone for now too. I just need the thing to start working. Alright, what's your problem? What is it? What's your problem? Oh, the telephone? There's missing. No. So Okay, so copy that and then undo it. So yeah, let's start. We'll change the value as it's moving. What's wrong with you? Go away. I don't. Why did you say no? What do you mean? What is this? Just number. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's right. Go with x equals. Nope. We want particle options x 0 plus, so minus random. Oh. Maybe just one number. Plus minus that number. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Plus minus that number. I'm not going to do a lot of particle effects. All right, so what we do is, so we go minus plus 2 times that will vary x, its position, and then y, same thing here. And so what we'll do is, instead of all this, that way, 0 if you don't set it. In fact, it's fine if you don't set it. So, yeah, those are both fine. I don't know why I did that. But, time between particles. 0 option. Okay. So, that'll be 0. That actually there is an end button. The clock in the top right, not top right, middle right. Um, if you click that, it will end your turn. You'll have to answer a flashcard. Uh, you go and oh. How much do you know about web design? So you said that it just says something went wrong when you clicked it. Can I get the logs for that? Maybe, yeah. Okay, let's see. See if I can make it easier for me to get the logs from. Journal. Do you know how to get to when like web dev tools? Deactivated. Nothing to be done for start production. Is it just not running? Come on, wait. I swear my IQ drops like 15 points. There we go. So what in it? Oh, wrong flag. No, oh, yeah. I want to see what the network setting says. But actually, the error. Refresh the page. Refresh the page and click on start and then continue. And I'll reiterate alpha product, but there's some issues. Sometimes it won't. You've won the battle is essentially what happened, and the UI wasn't told properly, and so you were sitting there thinking you could do something when and so you're clicking the button, and the battle's over, and the error message is a bad error message. Classic problem. And that's just working on it, right? So doing my best to get there. That's why I keep calling it an alpha product. How do I friggin'? I really, that's where I'm at. I appreciate you for saying that. So like that's what, like, if you can imagine, like, you could still play this game without the education, right? You would just get the buff because you played the card. You can use. I just tried to use the F option. And that's okay. So here's the thing. I'm not trying to teach you the language, any player. I'm trying to reinforce, right? And so, when you let's say that you have an entire suite of Japanese flashcards to choose from, sets. You got your grade 1, your grade 2, your N5, your whatever. The idea is that you pick something that you know the most of, something that in particular, something you just learned, that day, that week, because you're not trying to learn something new as much as you're trying to reinforce what you already know. It's so like you get your Anki deck, right? It's always trying to reinforce what you already know. And that's why I'm not going to do kanji directly. I'm not. It's a quagmire, a bramblebar of different spellings, different pronunciations, different meaning, and certain. So I'm just going to do like the words. So I'm a subscriber to that philosophy of just teaching the words, and then you pick up the meaning, because you don't ever really see individual kanji anywhere. unless it's like danger, and then it doesn't matter what the spelling was. So, um, teaching the words is more important. And you can learn, you can still study the kanji, but not its spelling, not its pronunciation. Right. Exactly. And so it's going to be the wrong word anyway, but then it doesn't matter more so than learning the word. And so it's definitely going to be a vocabulary type flashcard. Like, clothes, where you cut parts out, and then conjugations and grammar stuff more so than anything else. Which also, that's easier to do. You're right. If it's just a kanji flashcard and it's got 6 meanings and 6 ways to pronounce it, that's a bit of a pain to describe in a game box little window. I'm not going to do it. Is the bottom line. Okay, that was done. There we go. So yeah, that was your issue, is that you weren't in a battle, and that's something I'm working on. There it is. Yeah, good deal. Okay, so, what was I gonna say? Nothing important. Alright, so that's the starting position. Let me go. Just talk you where you should be. Mm. Alright, so do I want scale variant? Well, I'm going to say the answer right now is particle option scale X, particle option scale Y. No, don't do that. We'll add you there. So okay, so we're gonna rotation. So it doesn't. So like when you go in a battle, give me a second here. So if you'll watch the screen for a second here, I get to the. So you don't have this right here at the top. This when you pull a card up, like when I move my hand through the cards, my mouse in this case. You don't see this? So I do see. There it goes. Okay, it's all the same card. Hmm. I Are you holding the mouse down or your finger down? Or are you just like tapping in? So don't wait for you. What are you using? Are you using your browser or using a phone? Let's go there. Brave browser. So that's the same thing I'm using. Mobile device or desktop? I'm assuming desktop at this point. Let me Give me 1 second. You won't see it on this screen. I'm gonna go. So one thing that I can think of is that I do the laptop, the MacBook, which has the touchpad. So maybe with an actual mouse, the interaction is different. And I just haven't done enough testing. So give me 1 second, and I'm going to test it on my Windows machine here. See if it's different. So, you know, it's an interesting experience to have direct access to player testing. No, it's doing the. Let me ask you this. So like you're using your mouse and you hold down the mouse button, and it just immediately goes into it, just launches the card. It doesn't do this. So it just, you hold the mouse down and it does not do this. We have a classic example of it works on my machine. Huh. That yeah. Okay. Huh. So yeah, if you do that, it could be. So I'll think about what to do. Maybe yeah, because I tried to base it off of like Pokemon Pocket and how it was doing its stuff, right? But I could make it a little more. You just click in this area, and then have the ability, you know, something. And maybe it's a choice. Actually, you know what I just noticed? Um, it's supposed to say end turn on this button. Something. Right. And because I mean, it is supposed to. When you mouse over the card, it's supposed to do that. Uh, it's just not doing it on your machine. So we'll think of something. We'll think of something to be a little more, you know. You're the first person that's come to me with that, so I'll think about that and I'll try and replicate it myself. But this is supposed to say end turn. And it doesn't. Sure, that works. I mean, it can't be that old, you know. But it could. Um, I need to update mine too. I mean, I'm gonna I'm gonna put in a bug ticket. So, let's see here. Cards are not. What color do we want to give this? What color do I use? I'm gonna say I want to use red. Blue, no. Purple, maybe purple. I don't think I've seen a purple other than in progress. Yeah, nothing else is purple. Well, that'll stand out. Bug report. Game. Game. Battle. Alright. And I'm gonna take away. So happened. advertise that. We're gonna figure out why. Hold on. Can you try clicking at the bottom of the cards and then hold the mouse down and then move up and see what happens? I think if you click at the top, it's kind of like already there. And if that's the case, I can try to find a way to change the stuff. Just to see how bad it is. You should be able to click pretty much at the bottom of the cards here. Okay. So I'll just find a way to, I think I'll try and make it so that wherever you click, that's where it's going to use the up and down, not from the bottom where the cards actually are, right? So if you clicked at the top, you'd have to drag up from there. And I think I actually have a, I put it in the won't do. So I didn't think it was an issue, but see, go here. I know it's in here. Okay, search, drag. Oh no, it's in the backlog. Okay. So, yeah. Ensure the user has dragged a card upward enough to play it during a battle. That wasn't exactly the wording, but I'd obviously encountered something like what you're going through that I didn't like, that I made a card about it. I'm going to add this. Use the... And that's fine. See, that's the difference of... this is where you get that feedback from players, right? I don't. I grab them from the bottom. And here you go. I designed it that way, so... I got you. And so I just need to account for that. And I think here I'll just, like I said, I'll use where the person clicks, their initial click will be the center point. They drag up from there, no matter how high they clicked up on the card. Then I'll use that place that anchor for how to drag the card up. And then click on the top, click on the bottom. Because I want that, like, because you're using you think about it from the mobile perspective, right? You're using your thumb, and so you'll click like that. I want that motion. So you're scrolling to the card, and then you boop. Just do that with the mouse. But okay, so use the point the player has clicked in the card area as the vertical anchor. There we go. And I am going to move that up. That wasn't even given a priority, but there we go. We're going to put that in high priority. We're going to hide these again. Move on. Alright, so that's done. But this is not showing up for some reason. So that would have helped you, because that's the turn gauge, and the label turn is not showing up. And I'm not sure why. There's no width for one thing. So it doesn't need a width. Text. The text is the width. Can I just show this? So width 10? No. Okay. Oh. 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 522? Really? very strange. It's out in the open. Oh, I see. I see why it was like that. Something is rotten in Denmark. Huh. I've had a lot of trouble with like HTML minifier, it's a thing that or minifies HTML and CSS and stuff and SVGs, and it's had a lot of trouble not destroying the SVG as it mangles. I use a lot of SVGs in this stuff because they just work. Okay, there you go. Okay. What if I just take this, put it here? Oh, okay, okay. Not enough space, but okay. Hey man, how's it going? How's your it's Sunday, right? Sunday for you. How's your weekend going? So it does make a circle, but it doesn't give it enough space to do anything with. No, that's not the case. You were at your grandparents', right? It's always nice to see family, but sometimes it can weigh on you. Huh. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Oh, sure, I understand. It can be that way. So what are you doing that this thing is not doing? Okay, alright, okay. Can I add that to you? That did nothing. Nothing at all. They're both SVGs. They're both 5. We've got a view box of 512 by 512. There you go. And you remember, get it out. You can massage it later. Absolutely. Good job. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Like I messed this sucker up. Ah, so you edited it down. I see. That does sound like a lot of info dumping. Hopefully, you just saved it so you can put it somewhere else in your, somewhere else in the book. All right, so I don't really understand what's going on here. This one doesn't do anything. Yes. So, all right. So let's go. Let's take a look. I'll explain a little better. So obviously, you pick your weapon. You got that much so far. It gives you your basic deck. Maybe you'll read the descriptions here. So your second relic is an ultimate, and so it unlocks at level 10, and so you have to play through the game a bit, and then when it does unlock, it's twice as powerful as whatever stated. So it does unlock, and it does work. It's just you have to get to level 10. And I might make that like level 5 or something, the roguelite. So level 10, it really depends. I have not done much balancing, so we're going to find out as people play the game. But it's definitely, and what you could do though, next time you start a run, you can just set Diary of an Internet Celebrity as your first skill down here, like instead of it being the second one, and then you can go and play it. I believe the relic is in there and working in the 2X because it's not many people have reached level 10 yet. So, are you still having the issue where it's not completing the battles for you at all? It's never completing the battle for you? Go for it, man. Let's see. So usually, like, you win the battle, it takes you to a battle screen that tells you how much experience you've gained. It could just be something that I've broken. So, there's a definite possibility. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see what happens when I do it. Then again, I'm on my local machine. So. But in general, you're supposed to have a results screen. It's like, oh, you gained this much experience, you got these items. I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna stab him again. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay, that's my fault. You can't perform this action, right? Because I used up my met. No, I have 2 game. You're making me look bad on stream. What are you doing? That's life. That's life. Dude, I hit the button when I shouldn't have. Exactly. That's what I keep saying. It still feels bad. But yes, exactly. That's why it's my mantra, and I say it 10 times a stream. Just not to warn people, it's to make myself feel better. So, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Just taking time to update the UI. Why? They should have done that immediately. Also, why is his health not right? There's something about making a lot of money that drains the soul out of you. I don't want to make a lot of money. I just want to make enough money. Yeah, I think I'm going to face the same problem you're having now. Because his health's not updating. For whatever reason. I'll have to look into that. But that means that he's probably close to dying. And I don't know it yet. The UI is not updating anymore. Which is fun. Alright, see here. Where are you at? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he's almost dead. So that means I'm gonna have, so, you know what, we're gonna have to switch from the particle engine to this. Hey, I appreciate you. I'm happy to have you here. I said yesterday I had fixed a bug and we were ready to go, start getting people to play, and now I can see that we're not ready. We're not ready at all. But I am happy for our. You know what? You make me feel really happy when you say that. And I hope so. Like, we get it where it's juicier. We get the particle effects, we get the sound effects, we get the animations and stuff. Uh, can be a real nice roguelike. And then from here, I want to make other games, of course, that basically you use the same account, and then you got your Final Fantasy Tactics like game. You got your. I really want to make like an XCOM type game, which is kind of Final Fantasy Tactics, but 3D. And so it's like their rifles, they're futuristic rifles. It has the flash card on it, right? And so then like you move them into position, and they literally have to type the button that you're tapping to answer the flash card to load their rifle. And just then I've got a couple ideas for other ones like that, a little cheaper, easier, smaller games. I really want to focus on, for the most part, games that you can pick up like you're sitting in line. You spent your morning, your hour doing Duolingo or whatever, but now you're out and about and you just need 5 minutes to wait in line or wait for a movie and stuff. And so you can bang out a little session, get it in, get it out. That's why I chose roguelite. It's conducive to that. And that's fine. I just use it because people know the name. Right? That's not everyone's cup of tea, but they know what it is. And so not everybody knows Anki or Memrise or whatever, Migaku. They know Duolingo. So it's just, that's it. Point of reference. So it does look like I'm going to face the same issue. So I'm going to turn to this. So that updated his UI. That did not. That's so weird. All right, let's we're going to shelve this for now. Let's go here. Yeah. Now what I meant to do. Lovely. Oh, give me a second. I closed my code, and now there we go. Okay. All right. Very happy. Very happy. I've had a lot of success in the last week or so. Yeah. Well, no, but the idea is. And that's like the problem they have though is that they do that when they should have done a closed sentence where you pick the thing that goes in that sentence. I think though they get a bad rap for a lot of stuff. But yeah, their sentence choice is kind of bad. But they're focusing on like the base mechanics of teaching something. And there's a line. Some languages they have are much better than others. They've done a lot of work for Japanese, but yeah, it's not. I would think that you use Duolingo and then Anki and sentence mining, and then you go from there. No one should use Duolingo for more than a year, at best, if not even shorter. It's a setup. It's a tool to get you into the use of daily training. And I think they do, and there you go. And so not everybody needs to have something like Duolingo constantly pestering you every day with emails and sad birds to do what you're supposed to do. I've got a handful of books myself. Like, I'm married to a Japanese woman, and I do not speak nearly enough Japanese for that situation. And our children are rapidly speaking much more than I can. So I actually started making this game. Oh, that's nice. My aunt was Japanese. Hey man, get some rest. So I know it's late there in not Canada, but Northwest American. I never, when I was a kid, I didn't really much learn, but like my Japanese aunt, she would refuse to talk in English to the children. And so I picked up a handful of stuff when I was a kid, not so much like I could say it myself, but when she said, go get the whatever, I could 9 times out of 10 get it. So there was some parts of Japanese that just buried in my head, and then it's just a lack of vocabulary basically. But like my children play this. Oh, my oldest plays this game to learn her katakana and hiragana, and so that's part of what keeps me going, as I know that my kid actually plays this game. And so she likes it. Like I said, you like it. Like, I'm getting this. Like, I knew it was something. That's why I built it. But it's really nice, and it's, I'm actually a little bit giddy that somebody that's not my family or my kids has told me that they like it. So, all right, battle loader. So it's not updating the UI. I'm pretty sure that guy. It's a rat. It's the first level. It's the first room of the first level. The rat should have more damage than that. Something is going on. I'm gonna hit you again. Man, I'm only doing 1 damage, but still. Yes. Well, no. Okay. So you see the bubble here. He'll only attack when it fills up. And so it gives you a few turns. No, it's he has an attack pattern. It's not every time it's his turn. And so like, yeah. And so you see the red here. Next turn, he will attack. So go here. It's his turn. And there you go. But it'll take him a turn or two to do that. And part of that'll probably be tweaked a little bit. Again, I've tried to do no balancing of my own. But really, it's because the conceit here is that I want you to answer flashcards. And if every battle was super, super fast, right, you would spend more time in the map, in the merchant and stuff, and not answering flashcards. So it's just a slightly slower that you would have to. I'm trying to aim for around 20 cards at least per battle, and so that way, you go through 10 rooms, which is more or less a floor, right? You're at 100 flashcards. Now, it's not like Duolingo or Anki that those flashcards are heavily, like, they're not SRS timed, but because it's not gonna. No. You'll pick the flashcard set in the loadout, and as I build more of the game, I'll add more flashcard sets. So like, I focused on making the game fun and functional first, and so now that I've got it to where it's like that, and I've hammer out some of these play bugs, I'm going to turn to the language side. Build more flashcards, more flashcard sets like vocabulary and whatnot, but then more types of flashcards, conjugation, substitution, those kind of things. And so it won't be higher levels. It'll just be you pick, because it's a roguelite, right? So you're underpowered by default, and so your runs aren't going to be very long. So then you just, I'm going to do hiragana this time. Boom, 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 boom. 15 minutes. Okay, now next time, pick new weapon, pick a different flashcard set. And so I'm not going to try and be sneaky or clever about it, because if you enjoy the game and you're playing the game and you're doing multiple runs, you have ample opportunity to just make the decision, well, I'm going to try and do, grade 2 kanji or vocab, whatever it's going to be. And so I'm not really going to try and guide it that much, because again, like I said, it's a reinforcement tool. I want you to pick your level. You want it to be harder, pick a harder level. You want it to be easier, just go back and it could be, I'm on the list of things to do is an immersion mode, so that for instance, it'll be in the language that you're trying to learn. And also though, I was actually saying this earlier today, I'm not going to you just pick the language and it translates to the language, but because it's just a website, I'm just going to tell you, use like Migaku or something to translate the words if you don't know them. Like, you hover over it. Excuse me. What is this thing called? Rikiakun. And so, like, of course, I don't have Japanese on my screen, but if it was, right, you could just use that. This is just text. This is not pixels. I mean, the image is a pixel, but the rest of it's just text. And so I think right now, though, nothing's selectable. So there's some massaging that needs to be done. The point is, if I hit translate, it should translate because it's just text. All right, turn this off. There we go. All right, so no, this is just a really high-powered rat. So let's go some poison. Okay, so we got poison. See, he didn't attack that turn because he's thinking about it. That's the point. He's thinking about it. Stab. All right, so I see two issues here. This did not update when he got poisoned. It's not poison, it's bleed, but same difference. When it comes to a game, it's the same difference. So, and one thing what I designed in this game is that instead of the deck shuffling automatically, it's a card. Again, flashcard. I want you to do as many of those as possible. But also, it gives you an opportunity to get a copy of a card that you already have in your deck that wouldn't otherwise be in the deck. So, for instance, with the default weapon of Dagger, the combo is there's a card called Double that will double the outcome of the next card. And then you have Critical, which will add 2 to the result of your next attack. So you use Double, then you use Critical, and then you can slice for like 6 to 8 bleed, which is a lot of bleed, right? Well, you have a chance with this reset card. If you get it right, you draw an extra card. And it doesn't matter what cards are already in your hand. So you could get 2 doubles. Then you call Double, which will double the result of the next one. You call the next Double, and then you're hitting for 16, bleed. But that's the chance, right? It's one of those things where if it hits, it's great, but you may not. That time it didn't. But it's fun, right? Then I got my fidget spinner here. So the fidget spinner, whichever mana color is facing up, you earn more of while it's up. And every time you shuffle your deck, it'll spin again and you get a new one. Just kind of ways to, slightly manipulate to make sure that every game, and even within the game, is just a little different. There's nothing tells you that right now. But I'm getting there. I'm trying to find some icon maybe around this area, but that's what it is. It was supposed to look like a revolver, but when I made it initially, like you couldn't see the health, so the balls got pushed out, and now it's a fidget spinner. So I guess that's for the kids, right? But other than that, it is. One day I'll make it sure it looks. I want the orb, like RPG orbs. But for right now, it's just flat SVG stuff. So okay, so I think what's happening here, and now he's dead. That's what this error means. The battle is over. Because this right here references this bug here. The battle is over. That is why it dies. Is this error? It's not. So I'm having the same problem you are, which means it's easier for me to fix. So what's happening is, you can control what you do, right? But it has to tell the server. But then the server, I don't want this dance where you click the button and it goes, oh, you use this attack. Here's what happened. And then the guy, your client goes, oh, now what? Okay. Then the enemy does nothing. Okay, now what? Now it's your turn. I don't want to have that back and forth 10 times when nothing's actually happening. So when you use an attack, it goes, oh, his turn's over. And then it goes, okay, now it's the enemy's turn. What does the enemy do? It doesn't do anything yet. It just advances its turn. And then it's the player's turn again, right? And so it sends these series of phases to do. The issue is it saves all that once it's done. It compiles the phases, sends that to you, but then saves that information in the database. So the next time you call it, it's going to give you a fresh update. Problem is, when you end a battle, you remove the battle from the data. It's over. You don't leave it there. You delete it. So there's no record left in the player file. And right now, it's an alpha. So I send the entire player file state to you every time you do anything, right? One day I'll whittle it down, but right now, everything's blasted out at you, which means the latest update won't have the battle. And so I send the battle separately with all that information, but there's a bug somewhere and it loses it in this particular case. So I got to fix that, because then it'll do what it's supposed to. It'll act like it hit the rat. The rat's damage will tick from this fake data, and then the battle will end. Well, I've broken something and it's not doing it. So we're going to fix that. We fix that, your problem solved, and then I'll push on with what I was working on before. So, what I normally do is I'll usually begin my streams with a little bit of video games. I've been playing 7 Days to Die. I'll do some game dev, and then I'll end my stream with the same thing. So I got about an hour. Let's see if I can do this in an hour. Okay. So this, yes. In fact, right there. And of course, you don't have to stick around for all that. I'm just letting you know. I try and do some game, work, some game. So this right here, it checks for a phase that is battle end. And if that is true, it overwrites the player file value for battle end. Oh, you do some streaming? I've only been doing it for a couple of, oh, I got you. Sure. And you know, you just ease into the day, right? You ease into whatever you're doing. Have some fun. That's fine. I just thought that's what you're talking about. But yeah, no. Yeah, start with some games, start with something fun, do some work, end with something fun. So this is what it's supposed to be doing. But it's not doing it. So let's see here. It's timely stuff. So I do like machine learning more so than AI. I mean, I will eventually get into AI and machine learning stuff for this. Now, I am not a proponent of AI is going to replace everything or even a large percentage of things. Because, I mean, AI is built upon things humans have done. And their attempts to self-create, AI is running out of things it can do or things it can learn from, right? And especially now that every website that has any amount of content has locked it down. So now OpenAI and whoever can't scrape all the shit for free. So they're running out of material. And they're trying to use AI to make new stuff for AI to consume, and it's not working. It's not working. And they try and say that it is, but it's not. It just makes the AIs worse. And so you just need humans doing stuff at the end of the day. That's what it's going to come down to. And there you go. So do like a stock price predictor. I once wrote some AI for color palettes for a website. It made baseball cards for high school kids. And what's your are you using Python? Or are you going like TensorFlow, JS, or even some other language that is? But. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty standard. Um, so like I said, I don't have any AI or machine learning in this, but I'm going to. Um, I'm not using SRS, like spaced repetition series. The stuff that Anki does. I don't do that in this game on purpose because it's boring. I don't know. That's not my wheelhouse, so I don't have a lot of information on that. Um, but I just say pick something. Pick something at random. If you don't like it, pick something else. It's more important that you have feedback from yourself. So just like literally pick the one that's got the most stars on GitHub. Use that one. If you don't like it, use something else. Spending time thinking about it. Yeah, it's just that because in the end of the day, it's most of the same what you're doing. So they'll just use different keywords and slightly different ways of doing it. But even if you don't like how one does it, you'll have learned stuff that can be applied to the other two. Because at the end of the day, you're just mapping and reducing data. So it's like there's only so many ways to do that. So pick something. Don't like it, pick something else. And that way you're not, you don't have decision paralysis. You just, and hey, 10,000 people liked that one. It's got something going on. You know what? I don't care for their opinion. So this one's got 5. I just try to say not to spend too much time on it. Like I wrote all of this code myself. It's almost all entirely custom, and it's almost I think it's like 99.9% custom on the front end. There's only a few instances where I've copied code from somewhere else, but no libraries on the front end. On the back end, it's like you gotta have like your Postgres connector and stuff. I'm not rewriting that. All right, so this is the issue. The issue is somewhere in this, and I wish it had kept. Oh, it did. So it's still trying to do that. So I am going to change the game. It's already got zero. Okay. I'm going to change the game somewhere else. Opponent. No, that's not. Generate battle. So what I'm going to do is going to create an opponent. And I'm going to set its health at 0. No. Set it at 1. Should have gave myself full mana. Okay, so let's not you. It. Close you and do more. Alright, so we're gonna do that to watch. And we're gonna go like this. And so one of these days, I used to have cards for this, but I took them away. Right now, you can't control the mana gems. They're just random. But I want to have cards and or abilities so that you could change the color of them at will. And so you could just go, you just want red, so you you get the modifier, the charm that makes more red, and then you have a spell card that turns it red, and then you have an ability that turns it red, or vice versa. You know, and that way, just have things that allow the player to have certain builds that aren't just here's some damage, here's some whatever. Allow them to build combos and stuff as they please. Alright, so no. We're gonna go overflow. Overflow should let me stab this dude. Because yeah, there we go. And he's got 1 HP. There we go. So now I can reliably trigger this, even though it takes a minute to set up. So, and it did tell me here, has battle in. So these things down here, something is not reading it appropriately. So we go look at the network. Here. It returns the player file. And as you can see, the battle, which is this index here, 26, is empty. No more battle. But in the phases, here's the battle. The old battle. It's not inserting it into it's not doing what it's supposed to. If I can fix that, and it's probably going to be a simple fix somewhere. The other stuff is just not listening. Is what's going on. So let's do this again. And I want to see. So get player file. So you're still here, okay. No. It refreshed already. Okay. Oh. No. Oh. Oh, no. No. Wait. No, hold on. Sorry, I'm putting the battle in the run slot. I mean, that does not seem right. It's a battle, action. Sorry. Okay, can use action. Did use action. Turn over, someone died. Push in battle. What are you returning? Process player win. There you go. Alright. So remove battle. And then what am I putting in the action? I'm putting the entire run in the action. Oh. Well, what am I doing? I've forgotten the. No. Okay. I think what was happening is, and we'll see if I'm actually right, but I'm going to say it anyway up front. So if I'm wrong, it's funny. So the player file is by and large a series of arrays, because that's the cheapest way to transmit it. Even if I one day, use binary and stuff. And so this whole business is under a kilobyte of JSON. Everything's in an array, except for a few instances like inventory. That's the cheapest way to show that. But anyway, it's an array, which AKA a pointer. And so I was putting just the run that I had copied from the player file into an array. But the point is, I copied the pointer, and then later I was deleting the battle from that same pointer. So, of course, when I returned it, the battle was empty. Here, I'm going to make a clone, a deep copy of the run, and if that was the issue, it should work as intended. So let's see how wrong I am. Skeleton. This is my daughter's favorite monster to fight, is the skeleton. All right. Let's go with you, because you got white, which is just all three. Okay. There we go. Now, the next one's blue, so that's nice. And then I gain 2 blue, unless I get it wrong. And so that's something that I didn't mention before. The hook, as I see it, is when you do know something, you get extra benefit from knowing it. You're not so much punished for not knowing something. Maybe you won't get the combo, maybe you won't get the special, you'll still get the mana. But when you do know something, that's when your knowledge is benefiting you more so than being punished for not knowing it. And so in this case, I got more mana, so now I can stab the guy, win the game, and now it goes to the battle screen. There you go. That is the screen you're supposed to see when you win. However, that is not... Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Experience needs to turn off the bar. No. It's just wrong. It should show level up, not 99 to unlock. But anyway, that's fine. I'll deal with that later. Okay. I'm gonna make it take it forth though. In the battle, well, in an item button. No. The experience item placard shows a bar, a progress bar, when it should not. Bug UI, no, game UI, done. However, that's nice. So I'm happy you came by. I'm happy you play tested a bit. I'll be able to solve this bug. It prompted me to do that, so. Okay. We're gonna undo that. And give me a second here to a few minutes, then I'll deploy it. It's still on my machine right now. Fix bug. Let's go with package.js. Implement that. Shaboink. I don't think there's anything on this side other than moving that stuff around. Yeah. Right. We're not gonna do you yet, so. Alright, so package JSON. We're gonna boom, feed. Do I have have I deployed recently? Okay, so make a new file. 31. And so fix an error preventing the end of a battle. So plus some cleanup and update this right. 07, 07. Done. Done. No. Okay. Push. Push. Okay. So, make the floor. You're good. Make deploy. There we go. Make start. Taking a sweet time on the back end. Why did it do it twice? Oh, install and update. I see. All right. All right, now it's deployed. Give it a go. Gonna skip that. Okay. So overflow. Ah, that's I gotta work on that. I should not have been able to answer that flashcard. I might have screwed stuff. No, okay, it worked out fine. Yeah. There's supposed to be a screen that you can't see over things for that kind of stuff. Alpha product. Need to have like a soundboard for like alpha. All right. So I am getting nowhere here. So let's attack. And there's a balance here, so like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can't perform action. Why? I don't have enough. So definitely some work to do with the interactions. I don't want... Oh, there it is. Okay, here, we're going to pull it off. Okay. So we double. Then we crit. Don't let me touch the stuff. There it is. So yeah, it did 7 poison. Really? Try Control R, like a Control Command R or Control, Control Shift R. That kind of stuff. Like, it's really hard against JavaScript. It tries to cache the hell out of it. I don't have really a good way yet to overcome that. It tries sometimes, but... Duh! Yeah, I had the same problem too. However, it did go past for me. Oh, it's not just... not... The item placard shows a progress bar when it should not for items that Experience. Monster Loot. The battle cover is not covering screen, and it should be. Flag during the enemy count. Little bug. 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 Okay, what are you doing? Bug. Game. Battle. Okay. Yeah. But it did let me go through, so. Alright, we're gonna fix that bug. That's the bug. Okay, so placard, item. Miscellaneous should not have fragments. Important. See, miscellaneous does not have fragments. So, that's, yeah. So, let's just say does not equal undefined. We're going to regenerate. See if we can get lucky on the loadout. Battle? Oh, okay. Alright. Oh. Huh? Did I change? Oh, okay. Oh. It's not going to help me. I'm not doing it locally. Oof. Reroll. Ooh, okay. Yo. Ah, that's the wrong one. That's, probably be that's on the server side, so game alter action complete. Alright. Ooh, so to 100. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. I'm just reading the wrong one. All right, let's see. Room. Okay, so it is ID, type, chains left, and hammer stress. Maybe it's just reading it wrong. Hammer stress. So if I refresh this, continue, hammer stress is correct, which means you. Okay. Go to bugger. Oh. Action durability change. So, get it wrong again. Hey. Excellent. You ever? I'm sure you're gonna find plenty of things that's wrong with it. So just hit me up in Discord. Like I said, there's an in-game support that actually goes to Discord too. Anyway, um, you can. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. However you want to reach me. So now the network. Excellent. Numbers grow day by day. I feel you. And that's where I'm at, right? It's like I can't just be like, well, I don't like Elon Musk or whoever, so I'm not going to use. No, that's where people are that might want to use my product and give me money. I can't be like that, you know. So I got a TikTok. I don't like TikTok, but I got a TikTok that I'm going to upload shorts to for this game. You know, it's like, you know, everyone has their personal politics, and we won't get into politics, but it's like that's all good and well, but my family's more important than my personal politics and how I feel about other people. You know, so that's how I look at it. You know, I'll use whoever's thing if it's going to get me. You know, we're gonna have a Facebook page. I got an Instagram. I don't like Instagram, but I got it. I'm going to use it. And that's, especially nowadays, like literal Google is shit. Okay, so we'll pass it up there. But yeah, they've taken the definition of inshitify too far. So it's not updating, or it is updating. It's just not doing a very good job. Let's see here. Do I set this anywhere? 2 places. So here, okay, all right. Wait a minute. So do I even need... I'm not even using this. Oh, I see. Because, yeah, okay. No, but I'm not even using this. Because I can just pull the room data straight out of Compton. Yeah. pull it right out of the game data. Better. Okay. So, on flashcard done, phase 5. And then phase 4. I don't know if it's done. So phase 4. You know what? Let's just always do this. Because if the number doesn't change, the progress bar, no. This is JavaScript through and through. This is 100% custom. Terrible idea. That's where we're at. I do like Phaser. Like, I've been using Phaser since Phaser 1. But that's not where we're at. I think as time goes on, it'll probably evolve that way, but it's a website. All of this stuff is just divs and buttons. Which, you know, it's it's not great. I mean, I like it, but yeah, there's opinions. Tedium, I call them opinions, right? Like they made assumptions about how you should do stuff, and I don't always agree with them, and I rarely agree with them. Design philosophy and kind of stuff, like if you say the word design philosophy, you've already failed, in my opinion. But and so I mean, I make a lot of choices in my code that are, you know, like these things right here. You know, contentless comments is a thing that I've developed over the years. So just breaking function up into logical slots. Partly because the browser, especially for this kind of game, right? It's not an action game. It's not a fighting game. It doesn't have, even when everything's all set up, it's not going to have a lot of animation, right? So a div or an image is fine, right? Contentless, so this comment right here, right? Like this block of code has these just 2 dash slashes for a comment, and there's nothing in the comment. I do that all over the place. And just, I break up a function like that into its like, you know, in this case, that and then that. Like you could, and a lot of people do, like that. But you have to read the function then to know that it will stop here. But if I do that, I don't have to really look at it. I can kind of tell there's 2 pieces. And then your brain just kind of reads it differently. As in, there's no comment. So it's contentless, that there's no stuff in there, right? The content of the comment. It's just an empty comment. Oh, there you go, empty comment. And so it does. I mean, especially with you know, color coding, right? Your brain. Oh, nobody does it. I've never seen anybody do it, and I've had people fight me. Like, it's so dumb. Okay, fine, don't do it. But I think it works. That's why I do it. And this particular code is not very good for it, just because it's a game. And it, not good in the sense that there's not, I can't really highlight its benefits. Let's go for some lib code. I'm sure I'll find something in lib code that's a terrible example. Find something here. How I like, kind of like this. And actually, if I do like that. And so, kind of like this. You got, and sometimes you can go a little too far with this, but like this breaks it down into the pieces. So like these 2 things are different, and they're different enough for what they're doing that I've done that, even though it's 1 line and 1 line. But in here, same here. This section is by itself. It has nothing to do with this section. And hey, now it's nice and pretty, but you have to look at it. Same thing here. And I do this and be like, why? It's return. No, that's a section. That's a thing. So I do that a lot. You'll see me do that a lot in my code, even though it's self-evident. But your brain is just looking for a pattern, right? So when I look at this function, I see these comments first. So I know, oh, there's 4 things going on here. Shorthand, it's just something I've done for now over a decade. And I like it, as you know, it works. And so, do I need to comment that it's going to wait for 100 milliseconds? It's got "oh wait" and "wait" in the word. So, um, it's just one of those things. So, what was it? Okay. But, let's get it wrong again. Okay. I got it right accidentally because I wasn't paying attention. So you need some particles there going. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so let's go back to code. Generate rooms. Here we go. Return room type alter. I'm finding all kinds of bugs now, as you do when somebody's watching. That's all right. Oh, thanks. It's a combination, it's a combination of AI art that I have heavily manipulated after I was generated. I've got an artist that I'm working with that we're eventually going to replace it with real art. But the background art is stuff I've purchased. Like, I'm not an artist. This is not me. I actually did this altar here. This is me doing the altar, and you can kind of see the difference between the background and that. But in general, like this hammer here is from that set that I purchased. And all I've done is take their painted art and crushed it to like 64 by 64 to make the pixels, right? But eventually I'm going to have all of that stuff replaced with stuff that fits in there better. But I do like the look that I've made so far. All right, I gotta get it wrong. Okay, so it's still doing it. Still doing it. But no, overall I'm pretty happy with how I've done. With how far I've come by myself. I'm not going to be making any Stardew Valleys by myself, but okay, so refresh, it does it right. It's just doing it wrong. Essentially, there will be other languages later: English, Chinese, Korean. But yes, you play a traditional roguelite that just has Japanese slid into a certain layer of it. So it's a deck building roguelite. So you pick your weapon, and that determines the basic of your deck. You pick some relics, and I'll add a couple cards and an ability, and you get 4 abilities to play with. You get a modifier, a charm / curse, depending on what you want to pick. Your standard roguelite stuff. You can craft a potion to buff one of your attributes the entire route, and then you'll pick your flashcard set. In this case, I've just got the 2. The game is in alpha, so, and then boom, I'm doing some bug fixing here, so everything's an altar right now. But you got your standard battles, and you have a room where you can mine stuff for items, and then a treasure that you can lockpick. But yeah, then you just do flashcards. When you buy something from the merchant, you haggle via a flashcard to get a discount. When you get healing from the healer, it's a flashcard to get a bonus. Everything is kind of centered around, a challenge on some information that you're supposed to know. I'm not trying to teach, I'm not trying to actually teach Japanese. I'm trying to reinforce Japanese you already know. So the trick is you pick something that like if you want an easy set, you just pick something you do know, and then you got an easy time. That way, it's not so much about what you know of Japanese, it's just you're reinforcing it and then having fun playing the game. And then later on, you were born in Hiroshima? Is that what you said? Listen, it came by really quick. Hiroshima Sunde Kara Nihongo Deki. I was not born personally in Hiroshima. My wife was, and we live here because she's got family. and my kids have grandparents and uncles and nephews and nieces just all around her all the time. Right, okay, there you go. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. But I do live. Yeah. Dream element takes the hell of time. So yeah, umame, omare. You can join the Discord and you can help me out with the flashcard set. Um, so like I have a couple other ones. I've just turned them off for alpha testing. Like my conceit here is to make it 80% game and 20% education. So that the education doesn't, because you should still have a primary source. This is supposed to be fun, and so it's going to focus on the fun that will then hopefully, for people who like it, they'll play longer and get a sufficient amount of reinforcement. I've heard that Osaka is like a much bigger. I know it's a big city, but like uh, it's not like people see on TV the wooden buildings and stuff. There's a big city to it that has a lot of stuff. You know, get it wrong, and the hammer's not doing it. All right. Like you look up Osaka. You're right, exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Like you Google Osaka. Okay, that's gonna show me the normal stuff. That's kind of is that what I'm thinking of? I'm not an expert on Japan. Like I'm an American through and through. Like I like Japan. Don't get me wrong, but I moved here because of my family, and, family obligations. Um, so you're not going to find me be an expert on Japan. Like I'm building this game primarily so that my kids have something to play. Like my youngest plays this game for hiragana. Like she's learning how to write and read it, and so she plays this game for that. And so you add the other stuff to it, um, like your more traditional flashcards of clothes, where you cut stuff out and do conjugation and stuff like that, and then just kind of snowballed. So I feel like there's actually something here now, and so I'm going to take it to the finish line. And actually, as of yesterday, I believe for the most part the game can be played straight through to the end, and so now it's just a matter of adding more game content, building in the story pieces, improving the look. I'm working on particle effects and things like that, and you know, it's a proper game. It's a website because that's my wheelhouse, but it's a proper game. You know, I feel you. I mean, I feel you, you can do that, but yeah, that's an interesting little anecdote. I never heard of that before. So it's just not doing the thing. Yeah, I missed it, and so they're like that, but it's not doing that. I mean, the the whole thing is like why they chose that target over any other target. Like, it's definitely, it's what are you gonna do? Like, at the end of the day, well, yeah, it's one of the few places that didn't get, bombed to hell. Nuke or not. Okay, so phase 7 is that. Where are you like that? Need that processing there. All right, I think I need to do this. So click, get it wrong. There we go. All right, so bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, sure, and that's yeah. The nuke was a statement. You know, whether or not Japan was about to surrender and who knew what, is right. And so they spent weeks and months covering all of Japan in fire. They just didn't give up. So like, fine, use your special test weapon on them twice. I don't know about twice, but you know, I do think though that they could have chosen, like, if you're gonna make a statement, there's a bunch of islands in Japan. You could have targeted one just off the coast. Let the cloud, and sure, people would still be sick, and they'd still, it wouldn't have been as bad. But then you'd still have that gigantic mushroom cloud there, and be like, look, you just leave that there, and then we could do it again. Okay, no. You know, didn't have to be the first one. Didn't have to be with people per se. But I'm not a military person. I'm not the president. You know, but I do think you first. Okay, so it is doing that. Why is it 3? Oh, like, sending things over countries, not on the countries. Yeah, exactly. I was here back during that time, and yeah, it was like, come on now, the little alerts they sent out on your cell phone, missile. Well, that didn't say missile, but the alert said in the text missile. Okay, so why is it 3? Let's see here. Here we go. Because I'm using the wrong. Okay, all right. That's my fault. ID type chains. That's what was going on. Okay. Let's refresh. So, all right. So let's just start over. That was I don't know. I don't have much to say. Like, I don't have anything cogent to say on the matter. Just, I mean, I'm here in Hiroshima. My house is, if it wasn't for a building, I could see the Peace Memorial from here. I don't want to say too much. I'm an American. There are members of my family that were stationed at Los Alamos. And one of them had security clearance, so he don't talk about it, but you can kind of see the look in his eye when you bring it up. So on my side of the family, we have a very much different opinion on it, and I have an opinion on it, right? But I'll be respectful. I live in the city. I'm not gonna. As you imagine, my wife, her grandmother survived. She was alive and a teenager at that time. Her great grandmother. There, now it's fixed. So I will be respectful. I mean, I don't feel guilty because one, oh, now it's stuck. I don't feel guilty because it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it. Like, I feel bad. I can, I'm somber when I go there, and it is a terrible thing, but I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it. No part of me had anything to do with it, And so, I don't, and I think that for most people, when they feel that way, they take it too far. Like they have to do something, and I think a lot of stuff can go badly from that when you've taken on emotional baggage that had nothing to do with you, and that's like empathy taken too far. and I think that it leads to other things that are not any healthier than feeling bad. So I try not to, I try very specifically. I was responsible for that. You know, thanks, Stream Elements. You don't have to do that every 5 seconds. I'll turn that down. So this is dead for some reason. Like, yeah. I mean, it was put as it's an effective museum, is how I'll put it. Interesting. So if it, okay, I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna put this back. So if it doesn't change, there's no transition. Can't wait on it. Get it right. You go, and it goes. Then I go again. There we go. All right. So we fixed that. Get ourselves a relic. And I was working on the particle effect specifically for this part right here. Get the little things going up and about. So let's see here. So that's fixed. I don't know the name off the top of my head. He's from Lincoln Park. Oh, I didn't know that. I like Lincoln Park. I guess I just never knew the names of the people. Oops. I'm pretty sure if I check that out on Scream, I get dings. So I'll check it out later. You said it was Kenji. I'll put that there. So we'll check that out in a bit. Off stream. Okay, let's see. That's a different Lincoln, a different guy. Nice. That's what this says, yeah. Okay. I guess I just have the same name. And that's fine. In any case, I'm not going to risk a copyright strike over it. I'll just listen to it later. This. Now, I need... Oh, you know what? It's time to switch what I'm doing. We're just gonna undo that. Gonna undo that. And that should then update itself. Yep. Alright, we're gonna unstage that. I'm not ready yet. Leave that alone because I don't know if it works. And yeah, get rid of that. And then add the fix. Yes. If you stream directly to Twitch, yeah, you can pick that, oh, don't go to channel 2. And then the VOD doesn't have it. I use Restream that sends my stuff to YouTube, Twitter, and Discord, Twitch all at the same time. They don't support that. So I am paying money to not be able to do that. So it is one of the most requested features they've got. So we'll see. So I can't do it at the moment. Is what I'm saying. I'm just gonna add this to this. 8. Alright. Alter was not correctly updated. It is what, it is sad. I was surprised because I had set up my OBS because I had used Twitch directly before, and it was set up that way. I found out that's not that way, and the worst possible way. So I've already got a ding that I'm trying to let expire. So if you only do 2, and you don't mind them putting a Restream logo on your thing, then it's free. It's $19 a month. I think that's when it's not annual, and you get 3 and no logo. So, but they pay for it, and then they add that eventually, right? That's how they get the money to afford people for doing that. So I'm not faulting them per se. You gotta start somewhere. Just like me in this game. Don't do all. Alright, so nope, I need to test that. Do that. And do that. I'm thinking that's the fix for that, but I don't know yet. Alright, so Alter wasn't displaying fire. Wasn't displaying hammer stress. Alright, so I got a good amount done today. So fixed a couple bugs. Got you guys around. So let's see, push. Now it is 4 o'clock, and so it's 4 p.m. here in Japan. So I go home at 5-ish. We're gonna switch, cool down a little bit, and I'm gonna play some games. I'm currently playing 7 Days to Die, and I'm not gonna make it 7 days. Oh, right, so let's go lobby. Go lobby. Turn on Steam. Should have been open. Whatever. Can you do that? So I've wondered how they do that. Is it just like, are you just sending 2 audio tracks to Twitch? Like, this is the live one, and it's just like sending 2 times audio. I've always wondered how that happens, but I can't think of anything else it would be. Both. It was a pretty good day. Pretty good day. And like, I streamed on Sunday, which I don't usually do, and I had got rated for the first time and all that kind of stuff. So it's been pretty good. But that was a late night and then an early morning. So alright, so we got, yeah, I couldn't imagine what else it'd be, but it just seems like, and it's audio, so it's not like it's the, certainly a 4K video. Not that I stream at 4K, but so that would, it does seem like it shouldn't be that difficult for them. If they can handle restreaming my content to multiple providers, it doesn't seem like it'd be a big deal. Though, other than it'd just be more bandwidth for them, right? It would be a 2x on the audio for people who did it, so that could be an issue. I don't know. I'm not the developers, but it just seems like more things to handle. But yeah, like you're talking about just writing your own like streaming thing. Do it. There you go. There you go. Come on. So you're building something So that's one thing I'm looking at doing. Not you. It was a previous person. They mentioned. I wish I would look and see if the people in the Twitch or the people in the chat had actually seen that message before doing it again. So yeah, I was saying, like, I'm starting to do particle stuff for the game. It's all custom, and I'm gonna go the HTML route. I don't plan to do a ton of particles, and uh, I want to do. Okay, well, you can join the Discord, and I got tons of questions about that kind of stuff. So um, the link is right up there, right above you, and so um, I have tons of questions about, especially if you got Canvas knowledge. So what I was getting at is, like, I'm not going to have because I'm doing it in pure HTML and JS. Uh, it's not a canvas. It's not a single canvas. And we can argue back and forth about whether that's good or not, but it just means the requirements for the website for a player for their phone is much lower. Just a bunch, and that's fine. Yeah, I'll obviously will make a polling system. But there's going to be the point, because it's a bunch of divs and a website, I can't just have a layer for particles. There's going to be multiple things drawing into, basically div, and even if it's a canvas. But exactly. But nowadays, you just use, transform, and it's then not even, it's using the GPU to move things around. Like, you're not changing its semantic position within the document. You're literally using the GPU to just translate it, and then changing the opacity and the scaling. And that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking either doing it in Canvas, or use like an SVG type thing. So we're gonna get there. I'm gonna build the thing first. I began my coding session today building the particle engine, and then I had a previous viewer was actually playing the game and encountered several bugs, so I switched to that. And this is supposed to be a portfolio piece that I just, like, hey, I made a full game in HTML with no libraries. Then my kids started playing it. Then I was like, I've always had this passion for educational games, and it just snowballed. So now I'm actually on the cusp of releasing this thing to active. I want people to play it, and then it's got everything in it. It's a SaaS product, basically a SaaS product with a fancy front end. You can play for it, you can pay for it, and you can play it. It's free to play using the Duolingo model. Point is, it's right there. It's going to be a thing. I'm going to release this. I made a company to put it under, so I'm doing it. It's the name of this channel is the name of the company. So all right. 7 days to die. It is day 3, and I've already contracted the zombie plague. I'm at 22%. I'm not going to make it. Thank you. People, you were the second person that's mentioned that specifically, which I find that amazing. I whipped that up in Illustrator. Like, I knew exactly when I called it wet work. What are you going to do? It's a video game company. It is obviously an homage to Agent 47, Hitman. And it was done. Done and done. So I like that it is popping off, as they say. So I need to acquire somewhere not the antidote, the vaccine, the antibiotic, and I don't have a clue. So I'm playing a permadeath game, which means if I die, I gotta delete the character. That way. What if I go this way? Just go to the road and go down. I got nothing else to do. No, if I go to that road and go down, there's nothing there. It's wasteland. So I have water, food. I don't have food. Alright, let's cook some. I really wish I had bacon and eggs. Cook it all. Wife's sending me a bunch of stuff to buy for our kids. She doesn't have the credit card. And then we'll just clean the water while we're here. Gotta eat something. I wish you were antibiotics. Make some coffee. Oh, alright, so waiting on some food. Okay, I wish I knew where the other merchant was, but I don't. Can't do that. I have got a day, maybe 2 left in me in this game before he dies, if I do not find antibiotics. Already 23%, and it's getting to that point where I might as well start chewing on people. I did not take coffee. So I do want to find a way eventually. So like I can't call my company Wetwork Studio and have my logo, you know, referencing a famous assassin and not make an Assassin's game. So I don't know how I'm going to do that and make it an educational game, but it just kind of seems like I should do that. Antidote? I know there's stuff up this way. I just don't remember what. Like I'm not making children's game explicitly. So like the story of the game, Immortality, is you play as an immortal who has infected another person, a woman, with immortality, and is treated like an STD. And so you're helping her find the pieces of a recipe that cures immortality. That's the story, you know. And so it's not like it's a. And then there's some other stuff in there where, of course, it's not like that. It's all different, but the point is, it's not a kid's story. So I don't have any problem making you an assassin that has to learn things in order to kill somebody. But what I do want to do is have a series of games that use the same account. So you can basically pick up a game, have the same set of flashcards that you're using, and then go to the next game and just pick up where you left off. But it's a different game with, you know, have like you have this, it's a roguelite, and then you'll have like a Final Fantasy Tactics like game, and then just move on. And then you can just pick and choose what kind of game you want to play while you're having fun and roughly learning the same stuff. I do believe there is a pharmacy in this area. Or at the very least, something that's got a lot more bread and pasta. Pawn shop? Oh. Well, let's find out if it's in the pawn shop. Maybe I get lucky. Okay, that's not gonna work. But I like that. We don't have too many Carmen Sandiego things these days. Yeah, that's true. Oof, look at this guy. Alright, so how am I getting back here? I'm gonna break into this place. I guess just here. Don't shoot the wall, you idiot. And it would be like, versus actually doing the assassination, you're contriving it to happen by setting up, like learning stuff that sets up traps or something. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like you see, like this game doesn't. What am I gonna say? This particular game, Immortality, doesn't even have anything to do with Japanese, so it's not like the game has to match the educational content at all. Right, and so there's plenty of opportunity to just play around the edges. Take an existing game that's all right, and then move it along. Just add education into it somehow. Oh shit! Okay, you know what? You know what? Got a bullet. I thought I reloaded. I guess I cut it. I'm sure everybody heard that. There's bears in that building over there. Okay. Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he? Nope, he's up there. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Double shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. No. Die. Son of a bitch. I want to die of zombie. I don't want to die of you. Fuck off. Whew. Thank you. Now I can turn into one of you guys. Alright, there we go. Go inside. Come in the toolbox, nothing in the toolbox. Come over here, nothing over here. Alright. In we go. Whee! Alright. Got pool. I like this spear with the fire, but it covers up too much of the screen. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you around. Oh shit, snake. So I stream every day, every weekday, that is. And now occasionally on Sunday. So nighttime usually for Sunday, but this is when I'm on during the week. So I'll see you around. If not, I'll see you in the Discord. I mean, you know, I didn't think I'd go this far. I didn't think I'd have any followers. I've only been doing this like a couple weeks, so I'm happy you guys are all around. I'm happy people are liking the game and stuff, and so that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Got some people it's like 15 hours from America, so. But hey, man, you have a good one, and I'll see you later. You know. Oh, what's down there? That's not cool. I mean, that is cool. It's not too bad, is what I should have said. You know, I'll get you around now. It won't be too bad of a thing for you. We'll keep going down. Nah, yeah, we just same time all the time. Oh, ho, ho, you got something in here? Nope, nothing. Sledgehammer. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna fall in that hole. Oh, fall in the hole. Shaboink. Oh, not what I was expecting. Oh shit! I remember this place now. Alright. Plastic is very important for dew collecting. You've heard me say that 1,000 times. Come on, you can do it. Just need. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. That's where I came in. Holy balls. What is up with your frame data? Alright, go on. Oh, you. Alright, you know what? Nope. Oh, shit. There it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Alright, gun it is. Why do I gotta walk slowly when I reload, huh? Oh. Whew. Ooh, double drop. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Fuck, that's not what I wanted. Close, but not what I wanted. Hungry, so you. What? Well, it looks like medicine. So I got one step closer. Oh shit. Oh, there's a poppin' pills. Did I actually unlock this? There's no way. I got yeah, there you go. I got 0 in my lock. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Oh! Ah, damn it. Damn it. Painkillers. I don't need painkillers. I need... Okay. Don't get mad. It's not the game's fault. Not the game's fault. Okay. Lost day. I think this is just... Oh. Ooh. I just ate. That was a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Good stuff in here, but not what I needed. Let's try again. Use. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. We're going to take you. We're going to modify. We're going to take that off. We're going to put it on that. Oh. We're going to modify. We're going to put you there. We're going to put you there. There. Alright, so this guy, melee damage. Sweet. Other than the stamina cost, which is a little bit more. Crap. Alright, what do I got for armor? We're going to take you, modify, put you on there, please. And I think we should be good to walk out of here. Alright. I ain't going to be... Is that a bird? That is a bird! So we did not find it. Oh, shit. All right. All right. Hey. There you go. There you go. You get what you wanted? Did not get what I wanted. I'm not going in that place because that is got bears inside. I mean literal bears. Oh, I can't not pick up seeds. Literal bears in there. We're just not doing that. They call it the bear den. So we aren't doing that. I have to make some decisions here. Holy crap, I actually hit him. I hit him and then I missed him. What the frickin'? Anyone else? Anybody else? Okay. Got any food here? I can make some food, but no food. Alright, we gotta get rid of some stuff. I really appreciate you saying that. I'm glad you like it. That makes me really happy. It really does. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow. You have a good night. And I'm about to tune off myself, so not bad timing. So gravel. I can get rid of the fat. Nails do not need. No, I can use that. Use. Good water. Cut the bones out. Those sell, so we'll keep that. That's a lot of feathers to make. Ooh, there we go. All right. Now I'll get rid of the rest. Much better. I hear something. Oh, he's up there. Well, this is not how I thought this play would end, and I'm gonna play till I die. That was the game. Play till I die. I made it to 3 days and almost the end of the third day. I'll make it past the end of the third day. I might make it to the end of the fourth day now. And there, I could find. I broke my leg. Got bit by a zombie. So we'll see. I mean, it don't look good if this is a zombie flick. But you know, that's we hope. Is it because I'm... Is it because I'm turning into a zombie? Is that why? I seem to be getting hungry pretty quickly. See how far my lockpicking goes. If I'm turning into a zombie, can I just eat meat? Like raw meat? Oh, it's so close. Yeah, yep. Now I got no more lockpicks. So. Man, it does so much more damage compared to... Well, I like to read. You got some... Well, you got some... It'd be nice if it was some medical books. That'd be nice. Oh, okay, seeds. More cooking. It'd be great if I wasn't dying. Is there no food in here? No food in here? No food. Seriously though, can I just eat this? No. No, I can't. Alright. Holy balls! Oh. There we go. You know what? Use... Well, use just in case. Got plenty of them back home, so... Hi, guys. Not going well. Got dash starvation. Okay. That's sad because this was such a good playthrough. Oh! I knew that was coming. I got lucky on that dodge. I don't know. How do we flip off the... Oh no, it's just an exit. Oh, it's just a... got nothing in here. And what you certainly don't have. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, God, no. Oof. Bye-bye. Oh, the waste. At this point, I might just go home. I mean, I really think you should be able to, you know, the chrysanthemum, however you say it, take that and just like chew on it, like people did with quinoa bark for what was that disease that it solved? Not Ebola. Quinoa. I'm blinking. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing. Oh, okay. Homeopathy wiki. It's what he did in the beginning. It's a weird way to remember this, but malaria, and it's cinchona. I see. I was way off on that. Way off. Use. There you go. So I'm not going to make it back in time, for sure. Alright, come on. Here you go. Ooh, okay, we're just going home. We're just going home. There's no way. Where in the hell is even home? Here. Alright, so quick. I'm right here, but there's no way I can kill a bunch of zombies like this. Four points. Why I got so many points? Alright. Well, that's a bad idea, but let's go for it. We'll limp our ass in there. The gas station, it could have what we need. Do I have anything to eat? Nothing to eat. Alright. Alright. Boom. Boom. Oh, okay. You clicked on that. Terrible. I don't know if it's what I need though. It's interesting, but I don't have dysentery. I wish I had dysentery instead. Don't miss that. Sad. Huh. Interesting. Use. Okay. Use. Take. So the answer is no. That's what I need. Car parts. Oh no. The answer was no. A lot of stuff that I just can't use. Like, I mean, I can use it, but isn't not gonna mean much if I'm dead. Alright, well. Here we go. One more time. I'm thirsty. I got water. I can take care of that. You aren't even a vending machine anymore, because it's a quest. Ooh, I forgot about this. It's food. I'll take it. Oh, you. Alrighty. I just don't got that kind of luck. I really don't. Yeah, don't need bones. I'm gonna be dead soon. Doesn't matter. Alrighty. Maybe tomorrow he will have oh, son of a bitch. How did I miss you? Is that a gas station? That is not a gas station. I've been there before, so it doesn't matter. Not a gas station. Well, my leg's not broken anymore. So small wonders, small blessings, as they say. All right, well. Just the plant. Come on, I just need one. You know, and even if I found one, it's not like it, you know, it's not good, like you're one and done. You just need to be able to survive long enough. A couple more days. No, apparently not. Well, I'll make it to the 4th day. Maybe we'll make it to the 5th day. Just leave it alone. All right. I don't think I'm going to make it back before he closes up. It's already 7. I haven't gone into that house, but I do not have. I don't know. So. meme already. Oh shit. Wait, red key. Damn it, no. Alright, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Hi. Bathroom. Nope. Nope. I've used this house before as a base. It's alright. No. Long story short, no. You get nothing. Oh, nightstand. Nothing. You get nothing. Well, 5 o'clock. We made it. We made it to day 4. I'm not gonna die tonight. Like, that's why. That's why I'm having such a hard time. Okay. Ooh. Still open? Oh shit. When do you close?
Well, congratulations. Here's your reward.
Sounds good.
Well, come to think of it, I do have a task. Well, good luck. Take a look, but don't expect me to hold your hand through it.
All right. All right. Any books? No. Just, oh, I should have bought the card. Hopefully tomorrow, though. I just spent all my money.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Really care about that. 6, 1, 1. It really is much faster. Still a good amount of water, so. Can I repair? How do I repair? Pipe? Oh. And anyway, beakers required. Required. Make a wrench. That's
Thank God it's almost closing time. I've had enough bullshit for one day.
Wait, a chili dog? A chili dog requires cornbread? We'll wait for that to finish before we do anything else. Gained a couple levels. Wait, I thought I gained 2 levels.
We're closed, so fuck off.
Well, alright. It's 5 o'clock. My wife will be calling me any minute now. So, we did not find, so far have found nothing. And so we'll probably have to go farther afield. Try and find some antibiotics. So, up in this territory. But, like I said, I'll probably make it through the end of day 4. If I don't find antibiotics, but not looking good for day 7. But, you know, that is what it is, so what can you do? Alright. So we're getting there. We did. So recap. Pick some bugs. And we the game is ever present, moving towards a state of completion. Okay. We got a couple followers, people in Discord. We got some more players, so I'm actually really happy with where things are going. And again, somebody said something about the logo, as in they like the logo. Oh, right. So, good stuff all around. And yeah, we're only 11 people away from the first follower goal. So, I'm going to head out. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know why I don't set this up. All you gotta do is hit this button. Alright, there we go. Boom.